Greetings, Whip Heart, Whip Heart. Greetings, Hi Whip Heart.
Hello, hello, hello. How we doing today, chat? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy new day. All that cool stuff. It's a new week. It's a new day. All those lovely things. And it's a great day for a nap. How we doing, everybody? Goldfish, thank you for the 7 months. Armip, thank you for the 6 months, by the way. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome on in, everybody. Why is my... It feels very framey over here. What is... feels super framey. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully that's only my end. And not what y'all are seeing over there. And it's very bright too. I don't know. Things are weird today. Things are weird. It's we did have a really good weekend. After the poor performance in MCC on Saturday, we went shopping. So that was really cool. I got a new pair of boots, which was pretty sweet. And I got a few new pieces of clothing, which was really fun. And then we went to go see Marvel Eternals on Saturday night. That was super cool. That was a fun one to go watch. If you haven't seen Eternals yet, very much recommend. That was so cool. And then yesterday I took the entire day off from working. I didn't log into Minecraft at all. Besides to get some pictures to post on Instagram of the new village. If you missed the hardcore video yesterday, would very much recommend going and checking those out. Boots with the fur. No, I got my first ever pair of Timbs, which I'm really excited about. I've never had one. I've always wanted to get a pair because everybody says they're so comfortable. And I always thought they look really nice, so I got a pair of black Timberlands on Saturday. I'm really excited. Lot of doggo pets. Dragon's Keep, thank you for the 9 months, my dude. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then what did we do last night? Oh, so Sid and I have been watching we watched Avatar Last Airbender, which we finished like 2 weeks ago, maybe. And then we started watching Legend of Korra. I've already seen them both, but it's the first time she's seen them. So now we're like 5 episodes into Legend of Korra. And it's like starting to get to the point where I'm just like, oh, this is where it got really good. Because I remember always thinking Legend of Korra, the first 2-3 episodes, like kind of slow setting up the story. But then everything just starts going from there. And we're getting to the point where it's like going. And I'm really excited. But we got Jack in here with the cozy call. Thank you so very much, my dude. Thank you for all that time spent watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great today. Great to have you as always. But it's been good. It's been good. Also, yeah, don't worry about any spoilers for Eternals. I won't say anything. Got my
Twitch Prime to work again.
But it's all I will say is the movie's really good. Would very much recommend seeing it. It was awesome. It was so fun.
Love the new I really enjoyed it. World.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Dragons Keep again with the 9 months, my dude. Thank you so very much. French Tyrant with the 7 months. We got Hids with the 13 months. We got Sean Louis with the 8 months. And we got Lars with the 100 days. Thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate that. Hype Train is a go. There we go. Did something happy you just started? We just started. We just started for the day. We just chilling. We just going in there doing all that. Where do you watch Legend of Korra? I can't find it. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix boy. I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, all I did yesterday
9
was...
months, let's go.
What did I do yesterday? I played Age of Empires 4 for a little while. I'm just slowly working through the campaign on there. I like to do... I really love strategy games like Age of Empires, like the RTS, where there's like no turn timers, just like going. And I really like those. So I've been working through Age of Empires 4, like the campaign on the hardest difficulty you can do, and it's been really fun. It's been really, really fun to do. Legend of Shine and Blockdown. Yeah, Blockdown's got some cool builds. He does some really good stuff. And he uses my texture pack, so you know I gotta show some love where I can. But Thanksgiving is next week already. I know, I am freaking out. I'm freaking out. Everything is just time. Time is just going, and I don't know what's going on. And then we get in December, and I'm just like, well, there's things over. Yes, we're so busy. I gotta go get my hair cut tomorrow, which is really, really nice. And then yeah, this weekend is the first time. I have a lot of family that travels throughout the year, and it's the first time in like a year and a half that everybody is in town. But it's only this, like they're not here for all Thanksgiving week. So we're doing like an early Thanksgiving celebration on Sunday, I think, with my dad's side of the family, which would be really fun. And then we got crazy stuff coming in Thanksgiving week with my brothers coming in town. We have some other family coming in town, so we're doing that. We're doing like, we have things like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday planned to do. And I'm just like, everything's gonna be so busy. And then then we get into December, where I'm gone out of town for like 4 or 5 days, which would be really cool at the start of the month. And then at the end of the month, we're gone again for like another week. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then usual holiday stuff. It's gonna be a busy one. We'll see how, I won't be as consistent with videos. I'm gonna spend time with family and not kill myself, but I'm excited to go do stuff. I'm like, also like, I'm already feeling overwhelmed that there's so many things on the calendar, but we'll see how it goes. I feel like that's just the holiday season. Every year I'm always like, yeah, we're gonna have a chill time. We're gonna have a chill holiday season this year. It's gonna be fine. And then every single time it happens with just so many people to go see and so much family to go visit. But it's all good stuff. Josh Reed, thank you for the 9 months, my dude. I appreciate that. We got Jess Norton with the 13 months. We got Sarah's over here with the 8 months. Holy cow, we're getting so many large numbers up there. It's insane. Flying Dutch Maniac with the Prime sub. Thank you so very much. And Smurf with the gift sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Canadian Thanksgiving is better timed. We got pumpkin pie early. See, we just do pumpkin pie also for Halloween, and then it's fine. Foot family and foot first. We come second. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure there's at least one video a week. I'm hoping for 2. I'm hoping for 2 videos a week. Whether that means they're going to be better Minecraft or what, I don't really know. But like the bummer part that I'm really, it happens every time there's a Minecraft update. And this is like the big sad of being like a creator whose job is to play Minecraft, is Minecraft will time the updates around when people are home and doing things like that. So they either time them for the start of summer or they time them for the holidays, like we're seeing right now, where we already have the pre-release one out for 1.18. And then the time that I most want to play Minecraft and produce content, because I just have so much fun with it, is when those new updates come around. And then the new updates always come around when I'm like, nah, I'm about to be busy. I'm about to be so busy. There's just no hope. But yeah, so it'll be, I gotta find time to figure out how I'm gonna like incorporate time to like, because I'm so excited to get into 1.18 that I really want to do it. So we'll see. So I don't know if I'm gonna do more better Minecraft stuff, or if I'm gonna just like kind of be like, well, I'm just gonna do some 1.18 things, because I really want to push the hardcore world hard in 1.18. So we'll see what we can do on here. But yeah, anyways, today, before we keep blabbing on forever, Boozland, thank you so very much for the Prime. I really appreciate that, my dude. But let us jump into the Minecrafts, because we can. Welcome to the village, everybody. Welcome to the village. If you missed the hardcore video that came out yesterday, there's a lot that you missed in here. I would recommend checking that on the YouTube side. It's probably worth. Inside, what's my render distance at? I was feeling a little chunky. That's why. Go with 23 chunks. This world has gotten a little laggy or like around the village because there's so many campfires and things going on. I'm really hoping now that Nembomb is officially like a member. It was Nembomb, right? That got hired on at Mojang as a developer. I'm hoping because he is so big on like optimizing the game and calling out like where inefficiencies are. I'm hoping he can do a lot to improve it. Because even just the more campfires you add around a village like this to make the village feel more like home, the more it lags your world. And it's a huge bummer because I love building stuff like this. I would love to make the village like 2-3 times this size, but we just can't because the game literally won't function. We will hit a limit. And it's just, blah. This will be spoilers for me, but I plan to binge the rest of the series tonight anyways. I would recommend checking out the series. I would recommend checking out the latest video. I'm really happy with how it is. Yeah, this is looking really cool. I really, really love this. What I wanted to do today is just kind of find a few spots that we can still detail and add some extra love to. But there's a few things that I wanted to change that I've been thinking about. If you saw my post on Twitter for the Going Live, I said maybe texture pack work later. And I really want to change the texture for Azure Bluets. I love them as is. Like, this is an awesome texture here. Like, I love that thing. But I want to potentially make it a little bit bigger to the same way that we've done like the dandelions and the tulips and the cornflowers, like all of these where we have like two, or there's like two, like it's a few little flowers in there instead of just the one. I want to do more stuff like that. I want to make it so that we have more room to work with like that on a few things. So we'll see what we can manage. That's kind of a plan that I've had for a little while. And then I want to also spend a bit of time. Oh my God, I hated that. You got me. Oh, Dyer, you got me on that one. Holy cow. Y'all see that jump? That little... Oh my good Lord. Yep, you win that one.
Greetings. Love the streams. Best kind of Monday watching your live.
Oh my
4
God.
months gone so quick.
Oh my God. Y'all are gonna make me break the family friendly rule if I leave those in here too much. Oh my God, Lucky Owls, thank you for the 4 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. And Jojo, hello there. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pure evil. That was too good. I added 2 more sound effects in there. We got the original Minecraft damage oof, just the oof. And then if anybody knows Age of Empires 2, I added the turkey sound because I love it. It's back in Age of Empires. Now that I've been playing Age of Empires, I've been thinking about all that stuff, and it's just too good. I couldn't not include it. Oh my God. Belfa, thanks so much for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. So we've got a few little spots. Like this guy in here needs something, so I want to do another tree. It's not Minecraft oof, is it? It sounds like the Roblox oof. That's not. Is it? Oh, maybe it's the wrong one. But I just grabbed an oof. But I want to build more trees like this guy. So we have spruce leaves, we got birch leaves, we got oak leaves just kind of dotted in here because this is the only tree I have like this, and I figured probably need to have some more, otherwise it's out of place. So I think this is spruce wood, right? Yes. So we need a little bit of spruce, and we can go from there. Got any tips if you lose motivation in building? I got a few videos out on that. If you haven't checked them out, would recommend that first. But you just gotta find what is like where your passion's at for the while. Like it's okay to take a break. It's okay to not work on something 24/7. There's a false narrative when you look at all of the YouTubers who are out there constantly building things like myself. Like you got to remember that this is our job, and that's why we're producing as much as we produce, building as much as we make inside of Minecraft. And it's okay not to. It's okay to not be spending your entire life building things in Minecraft. Even that's probably advice I should take sometimes. So would very much recommend if you're feeling burned, or if you're feeling like you don't want to play, or you just don't want to work on what you have in front of you, it's okay to find a different project. That's the biggest. Oh, we don't need to make more. We have plenty. This chest is just filling up with so many random bits of wood and crafted materials in here. We have so many other empty chests.
1d6. Smiley face.
Kaomi with the 1d6. Thank you so very much. How you doing, Kaomi? Good to see you. Good to see you. I mean, personally, these videos didn't help me. I feel like it's a lot easier said than done, which is, I think is fine. Yeah. No, it's definitely, you got to find your own motivation eventually. There's no way that somebody can tell you, just be inspired, do stuff. It's just, that's never going to work. It's impossible. There's always an inner monologue or inner dialogue you have to have with yourself of figuring out, why am I losing motivation? Why am I not motivated to do what I'm doing? What am I not enjoying about it? What's going on? And you just got to figure out how to fix that balance. And sometimes there's a lot of people who just struggle with motivation in life in general. And that's just a thing that you have to figure out in life. And if you can figure out how to do it in Minecraft, just as like you can figure out how to do it for the rest, like other aspects of your life too. So you just got to take the time to figure out how to help yourself be motivated on whatever you're working on. Transposable to everything in life? Totally. How did you get your motivation? I love creating.
Year mark. Here's
Creating,
2 years more of
it doesn't
great
matter what I'm
content.
doing. Creating is the thing I love the most. Just being able to, so whether it's creating Minecraft videos, whether it's creating, like building a Lego, whether it's whatever it might be, I love to build. I love to make, and just, I get a lot of joy out of making things. And then I've realized I also get a lot of joy about sharing what I've made with other people, which brings me into being a content creator. It's not like either, but I will say with that, there are also very much times where I'm just like, the last thing I want to do right now is build in Minecraft. I will hit days where I'm just like, nobody, doesn't matter how much somebody's interested in paying me right now, I have no interest in opening Minecraft right now. Like some days it's just like, nope, the absolute last thing I want to do today is play Minecraft. And that's fine. That is 100% a-okay. Because at least I'm taking the time to realize that before it's too late.
So they can get fresh water.
A village well, so we kind of have this as the water source throughout here. So I figured, yeah, there is no real way to like pick stuff out of it outside of the fountain in the middle. So maybe they get the water out of the fountain, but yeah, we don't really have that. We just have little ponds all over the place. That could be good. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. Let's do like another one right here. Another little guy right there. We'll just kind of go up like this, and then this can be another one right there. Sure, that works. That works. Also, if the stream randomly ends today, there is a crazy windstorm happening right now outside. And the power's flickered like 3 or 4 times today. So if the stream does end, it's probably I just lost power. So hopefully that doesn't happen. The gem sausage whip content is the best. I'll probably never go. That's so funny to record. We go in with very little plan and we just like send it, and it's so fun having a group of people that you can just record with and be like, yeah, whatever happens, it'll be funny content. And it like some people will enjoy what we're making or what we're chatting about or whatever it'll be, and it's really nice. It's really, really fun, because I reached out to Gem and Sausage before we did that last clip. I was like, guys, I'm panicking. I don't have content to finish this video. Like, can we get on Empires and do something funny? And they're like, do you have a plan? I was like, kind of. I have a half of a plan. And they're like, all right, let's do it. That was just all ad-libbed as we're going. Like, none of that was intentional. It was really funny. The only intentional part was getting to the mountains and building a stupid little meeting room, and everything from there. It's just so entertaining. Do you regret ending it? This last question, will you ever get about building with whip? Sorry if this is annoying. I've talked about it many times. Building with whip is something that I used to start my channel. I loved where I was at with it, but I've moved on from the project. I have no desire to continue that project. it's been on a hiatus or a break or whatever you want to say for over a year now at this point, probably. And I have no plan to get back to it, to be honest. Building with Whip is something that I had a lot of fun with while it was going on, but I don't plan to ever go back to it. So if that's a deal breaker, I do apologize, but I gotta do what's best for me. Because I know there were many people who were very upset when I finally said that. Jem being so sensitive about her hat is always entertaining. I've gotten to the point where I've been just like, I'll be like out doing something and then I'll like think of a random joke for like Jem's hat. Just like we were out shopping on Saturday and I was like looking at a hat just in a store, just browsing as you do. And then a joke popped into my head and I was like, I have to write this down. And so I've just been like as many hat jokes as I can find that are all just new. I never want to repeat a joke. I never want to repeat one because that kind of defeats the point. But I just keep finding myself thinking of new hat puns and hat jokes as I'm going around. So I literally have a notepad like on my phone, a little note that's just like hat jokes. And they're so funny. I'm waiting for opportunities to keep using them. So I have to find more excuses to record with Jem, and it's so funny. I've got so many queued up now that she's making a wizard school. Oh, the hat jokes are endless. Open up a whole new can of worms with Harry Potter themed hat jokes. Stream on. You have day off? Hey, congrats on the day off though. That's nice. Let's I'm just gonna fill these guys in here and see where we go. I have zero plan for how this tree is gonna turn out. We're gonna make it all out of spruce leaves, and then we'll come back in and add in the birch leaves and the other stuff. So if it looks a little weird right now, it's not the final form. I want the top of these trees to look like there's almost like new growth, which I know is kind of a weird for a Minecrafty tree, but usually it works out well in the times I've tried it. How's this looking? Flip your answers. Very Harry Potter themed hat jokes. Did you finally watch Harry Potter? No, not at all. These are uneducated Harry Potter hat jokes. They're finally gonna be they're gonna be terrible. I know like the basic concepts of Harry Potter. I gotta look up the name of a few things before I record with Jem next time. But we got a lot of jokes about me trying to join her wizard school and saying I need to wear the hat for it to pick my school that I'm gonna join, and just, you know, I'm doing what I can. No, there's no education that went into this. Come on, these are gonna be terrible jokes. Do I ever make good jokes? No, my brand is bad jokes. What do you want from me? Liz, it is on the list, though. It's on the list.
Flip. Thank you for 3 months of pure enjoyment.
We've just got a few other things that are on the movie list prior to Harry Potter. You make great jokes. Well, the point is that they're so bad that they're good. That's really the brand of jokes that I go for now. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's an idea that I'm okay with. So you're pulling the school out of the hat. Just pulling the jokes out of the hat. Yeah, I'll be fine. Hi from Germany. Hi, how's it going? Hello. Would someone make a compilation of all the Jem hat jokes? There's a lot. That honestly, if somebody makes that, I would be very excited to watch it. I need that content. That's the type of content I need.
Greetings.
How's this tree looking? I don't know. Does it look like a tree? Yeah, actually, not half bad. I should probably eat food, though. 2 hearts down in creeper territory. CGA, thank you so much for the 3 months, by the way. And we got Boss Baby official with the 2 months. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. And Dyer with the 100 biddies earlier. Thank you so very much for that. I missed that one. And B Meg. Thank you so very much for the tier 1. I appreciate that. And then we got King Chicken with the 12 months, my dude. How did I miss that one? Thank you so very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Totally get views with that.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, so now we need to come down here and start adding in some areas where the tree would be growing to, right? Where like the new growth from the tree might be is where we add in a little bit of birch to make it just to make it pop more, just to add a little bit more texture to it. So more towards the end bits we add in birch, and then as we go up we're going to transform most of the top into birch, and then we'll do the top from there into oak, so it just kind of gives a little bit more texture and life. I picked this, I'm in the tree now. You can't get me, fish brain. You can't get me on that one. I am well learned. Creepers cannot climb trees, especially when I can barely climb the tree. So, yes, I'm safe in my tree. No creepers can get me up here. And you can't watch Legend of Korra? Well, this would be a great time for me to bring up a VPN sponsor if I had one. I don't currently have a VPN sponsor, don't worry. I won't be doing that to y'all. I did have one for a while, but they only want to do a one-off. Remember when people used to build oak trees way back in the day in Minecraft? And they'd be like, look how amazing my oak tree is. And all they would do is like build a giant trunk out of oak, and then they'd spam all oak leaves and spruce leaves in there at once. Just like take a world edit brush and just do like 50-50 and just paste. Yeah, bad day. Bad days. Bad days for the Minecraft building community. The original days of people building custom trees in Minecraft, ugh, they were awful. Oh my god, custom trees were so bad for so long in the Minecraft community. It's cool seeing what people have been able to come up with recently, though. I will say, one of the things that I've been finding so impressive, like, oh my god, impressive, is Conquest Reforged. It's a big old mod pack. It adds a bunch of building blocks to the game. If you're interested in medieval-y stuff, check out Conquest. But anyways, they added these new leaf branches, concepts, and things like that straight up are just beautiful. Like, they're straight up 3D models of things. Let me actually, I want to see if I can find one. 1 second. I gotta show y'all. This is insane. Like, it's stupid. Like, you're just like, that's not mine. That's Reforged. How do you, what's Conquest Reforged Twitter now? Did they change it? Or was it Con Reforged? There we go. That's what it is. Here, this thing. This is Minecraft. Well, it's mod, but you know, regardless, it's, look at that. Just look at this thing. That's a tree in Minecraft. Like, look at those branches and the leaves on the end of them. That's a mod pack doing that. It's insane. Crazy, right? That's insane. I don't get how people do that. But yeah, I like the way that they've been building trees in there. Like, Vigo Man's been making a few trees in his latest videos and things like that, using them. And I'll watch one of his videos every once in a while when I'm like, all right, I want to see like what some cool builds and stuff, because he's very talented. And so I've been watching him every once in a while. I'm just like, that's like unheard of. Don't think I could even add it into my Minecraft and play with it and still call it Minecraft. Yeah, they've broken away from the Minecraft mold. They basically are making their own game that they use Minecraft as like the game engine. Like, Minecraft has turned into a game engine for them. Instead of like, basically they're programming their own game at this point. They're just using Minecraft as a way to like control movement and physics and stuff like that. Like, that's all Minecraft does for Conquest Reforged. That's it. Like, at this point they've made their own game. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually Conquest Reforged does turn it into like their actual own game. That'd probably be smart on their end. They did like a developed all the stuff they have into that. But who knows? When did you start playing Minecraft? I played Minecraft the first time. It was before horses were added. Horses weren't even in the game yet. Back in the days of yore where everybody just built giant castles out of cobblestone. Back in the good old days. Is a sandbox game at its core? Yeah, Minecraft is honestly like...
Greetings.
I know those games like Core and whatnot are coming out where they're like, you can build whatever you want in this game. And Minecraft has never advertised being that type of a game, but in reality, Minecraft's probably one of the best games for like making your own concept of a game and building it. As long as you don't mind it being blocky, Minecraft makes it all so accessible that it's really cool. That's a pretty good tree. I'll take that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. 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 Time is it in the US on the West Coast? It's 11 a.m. Swaggy, thanks so much for the 4 months, my dude. I appreciate that. And systematic, thank you for systematic cues with the prime sub. Thank you very much. Love your new hardcore video. Definitely one of my favorite videos from you. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, that video was super fun. Oh, that looks nice over there. That looks really nice. Building the one where we did the mega castle, like finishing that base was super fun, and then also the one like finishing the whole or doing the whole swamp transformation. I've had so much fun making those types of videos recently. It's been really, really cool. All right, I did want to try something up here. Actually, I think I have plenty of sprucey stuff. I am flying. Never a gamer. I was flying. You cannot scare me. I cannot be scared. I was flying. Actually, I kind of want to do some jungle for this. Maybe we try some jungle. I'm tough. Flip, super tough guy. Can't be scared. Very tough. Okay, I will say, this is a comment I wanted to make as I replied to a few comments over on YouTube about it. The amount of people that left comments on my video saying, Flip, you didn't put a cross on top of your chapel. Like, why didn't you put a cross on top of your chapel? Like, it would look so much better with a cross. Like, I just wanted to stop and say this today. Just because I feel like it applies. If you watch a lot of my videos on how I do things and how I kind of create things, I specifically avoid as much as I can any sort of religious symbol in any videos, because I want everybody to feel like they can watch my videos and not be out of place or not feel like something might not, I don't know, just I want everybody to feel like they're okay watching my videos and things like that. And something I want to mention as a comment today, I kind of like how that turned out, but the amount of people that specifically said, Flip, you need a cross on your build. Like, the amount of people that were just like, you have to include it. Why aren't you including it? Like, it's not a chapel without a cross. Like, no, it's not quite true. It's not true at all. Oh, we almost landed that. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that today as I saw so many comments about it. I was just like, seriously, yo? Seriously? Like, it was like like normally if I see like 5 comments on something like that, I'm like, whatever, it's fine. But there were like 25 comments on them. And so I did want to mention that today. How's that look? A little stub, a little tiny stub on there. Yeah, why not? Sure, whatever. But yeah, I just want to mention that today, being like, if you watch my videos, I try, if you are just like, why is it not being in here? I try and not include any of it, because I think it's something that in Minecraft has very much become a norm as Minecraft kind of grew first in a lot of Western cultures of like, everybody loves doing giant cathedrals. Everybody loves doing giant churches and everything like that. And it's become a very common thing of like giant crosses and whatnot in your Minecraft world. So I just wanted to say that, like, if you're watching my videos, I purposely avoid adding any of that because I just don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or whatever, wherever it might land for you. So yeah, I did want to mention that today as I was like, that's a lot of comments. Like, that's something that I feel like I need to mention and respond to. And I don't plan to mention it in a video, but it's like I've mentioned a few times in videos, but it's just like, yeah. The Church of the Blood Sheep is different though, because I guess Sausage kind of does a typical cathedral layout for stuff like that, but I feel like he very much takes a spin on it, where this is just kind of like an ambiguous chapel. Like if you take an ambiguous chapel that has no reason to be here outside of just like, it's a chapel for the village, and then you just put a cross on top of it, it's inferred that it's a part of like a existing world religion. Whereas Sausage very much went like, there's no, as hopefully there's no blood sheep world religion. Like, just hopefully, you know? So that's more okay. Like, that's something that, like, it's not inferred that it's a real world religion, because he didn't leave anything up to be guessed. He made a whole fake religion about it. When did you build all these houses? You probably missed an episode. Yeah, go check the one that came out yesterday. I think it's a good thing to avoid religious stuff. Yeah, it's just, it's not very much necessary. There's so much of that in life that I just want to make videos being a place that anybody can chill. If you have one suggestion to a player who wants to start a big project for the first time, what is it? Work on it as you're inspired. Don't force yourself to work on it. That's honestly the biggest thing. So many people work on projects like those and are like, if I don't finish this, I'm not a good Minecrafter, blah, blah, blah. And then they just get burned, and then they don't want to do anything. And then they leave it half finished. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to not be inspired to work on a project. Just figure out when you will be inspired and come back. It's okay. It's okay to not kill yourself trying to do a Minecraft build. It's only Minecraft. The shulker monster check. Now it just grows. It just eventually, I think it's gonna fill this whole wall. That whole wall is gonna be shulker boxes. When's the new Empires episode coming out? Plan right now is Thursday. If I can get it out on Thursday, I'm hoping to. I started recording a little bit of it this morning. I was planning to. Oh, look at the diamonds right there. Look at it. Oh, diamonds. Yeah. So I started on Thursday, I'm planning to have Empires on Thursday. And I don't know if I was gonna release a better Minecraft tomorrow. I haven't recorded it yet, but that was my plan originally. But now that, like, so YouTube was weird yesterday. When I released the hardcore video, it didn't rank on any tags. Like, it ranked on literally nothing, even though it did very well on views. Like, y'all seemed to, the people who actually watched it and were able to, like, see it, loved it. Like, everybody loved it. And, like, view time is, like, triple what my normal video is. Like, it's like a 17-minute average view duration. Right, I guess isn't triple. Normally I get in like a 14, 15 minutes, but like it's 17, 18 minutes. When it first went live, it was 20 minutes average view for the first 3 hours that the video is live, which is insane. That is really cool. So people are obviously loving it, but it didn't rank on any tags. And then I woke up this morning and now it's rank 1 on every tag that I tried pushing it to, which is really cool to see that, but it just like took 24 hours almost for the tag rankings to go through. So now I'm just like, do I upload a video tomorrow? Because I think it might be smarter just to let this one like saturate for a little while and just be out there, you know? Because YouTube be weird like that. So I might not release a video tomorrow. I don't know. And then I don't want to release on Wednesday if I'm only going to be then instantly bumping one again on Thursday. So we'll see. Videos might be a little weird this week because usually I release the... Can't get me. One of these times is gonna be actually a creeper, and I'm just gonna die.
Nice to meet you.
One of these times. Shadow Star, thank you for the. Thank you. You didn't get me this time though, but thank you. Yeah. So we'll see. There might be a better Minecraft tomorrow. There might not be. I'm gonna kind of figure out as I go today. I do need to add some more lights around the village. That's kind of something that I needed to do. I don't really want to do hidden lights underground, so I think we just grab a bunch of lanterns and see where we can place them. Make it a little bit safer. You look, though? I did look, though. I did look. Yeah, so let's get some lights around the village and see where we go from there. They should be in one of these guys. That can't be opened. Lanterns! See where actually I should get some chains too, and some fences maybe those dark oak. Yeah, dark oak works. Why not? Flying Wheelchair, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate that, my dude. And Boss with the 3 months. And we got Cypra MC with the 3 months as well.
Pleased to
We
meet
got
you.
Shadow Star with the 100 biddies. Thank you so very much. Salient Bofa with the 4 months. Bossa with the 2 months. Holy cow, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that one. King Trigon with the Prime. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
2-month Pog smile. So glad
I
you
really
exist.
appreciate y'all. Let me jump back in here. 2 months. Thank you. Ebby in the back. Thanks so much for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Thanks, folks. Y'all are so kind. I feel like I need like a little. I know it's different. We have spruce there and dark oak here, but honestly, I don't mind it. I kind of like that little. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. We need spruce fences. Spruce fences. Spruce or nothing. You said my name right? Victory! Victory! Honestly, we need a lot of spruce wood. We might just go chop spruce today. But we'll see what we can make it through with. I'm feeling very lazy today. I'm not wanting to do too much. I love your Better Minecraft series so far. It's very entertaining. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy it. It's gonna be... I don't know what I'm gonna do with Better Minecraft. I really don't. Because I had planned to kind of take it until 118 launched. And maybe I'll just end up taking it through the holidays. Because life about to be super busy and having a series that's quick to record is kind of nice. So maybe I will take it through like December till I go out of town, because we're headed out of town for New Year's. We're headed to New York. We're gonna go celebrate New Year's Eve in New York with some friends, which will be super fun. So maybe I just do Better Minecraft through then, and then we'll end it off going into the new year or something like that. I'm really not too sure yet. I'm just trying to get some more lanterns around here right now because it's a wee bit dark. Let's New York. I don't know. I'm trying to say it with a weird accent. How did you get up there? Gotta remember something can spawn up there. Maybe we need a lantern. Oh, my bed. Wait, where'd a blue bed come from? Did I break that a minute ago? Put a torch there, that'll keep it updated. I didn't break that a minute ago, did I? Shot off item frame. She broke my item frame. Rude. Inconceivable. We need to update this because I haven't updated it for a while. Nice. Oh, it's because I also need to update this. That makes sense. I was like, why is that such a harsh line? It's because that map needed to be updated too. Look at it, it's beautiful. It's so nice now that it actually has things here. No, that needs to be, oh no, that's the next map up. There we go, the little boat's in there. Look at the little tiny boat. I love it. Does this guy need to be updated? Probably not. Yeah, that's pretty good. Cool. What's gonna happen to Empires for 1.18? We are kind of deciding if we want to update it or not to 118. But we did come to the conclusion as a group, because originally that we had planned when 118 launched, we would end. But we've kind of come to the conclusion as the group that we want to keep going, because a lot of us haven't been able to finish our bases yet and things like that. So I believe Empires is going to be lasting a bit longer.
Will you be doing Better Minecraft Live?
Probably not. Better Minecraft is a series that I only plan to put on YouTube's. I don't plan to stream it at all, really. I really enjoyed Better Minecraft. It's been super fun, but it's one of those that I'm just like, it's meant for YouTube. It was meant as a way to save me a little bit of time because I've been so busy that I just haven't been able to do anything. So Better Minecraft was one that I never intended to stream or do anything like that. So I still don't really plan to. Come on now. Up. Out. Is that okay? We do. Not terrible. Not the worst. I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't think about it. It'll be okay. Will you put a world download for your Better Minecraft world because I love it a lot? Probably not, since it's modded. I tend to avoid modded world downloads just because I know for a fact if I do a world download for it, I'm going to get questions of, Flip, why did I install it and then nothing's there? Because people don't understand. With modded, you have to have the exact same setup of mods to be able to run it. Sometimes even between different versions of mod packs, you don't get the same parity. And also with this one being like this current one is the fabric version, and I still, even though I've said multiple times it's the fabric version of the mod pack, people are still like, hey, this is on the Forge version of the mod pack, blah blah blah. And
Flip heart.
So with the questions I already know I'm getting on like, hey Flip, why don't you do this in the mod pack, when I'm just like, that's not in the version that I'm playing. Better Minecraft is just, they've kind of done like a throw everything at it status of Better Minecraft has like 6 or 7 mod packs at this point, and I don't want to at all deal with trying to explain to people who download it which it is and which I'm actually playing. So yeah, there's no plan right now to release a world download for that ever, just because I don't want to deal with that headache. That sounds like for a solid week or two of unending questions, and that's a lot of time to answer those questions. So how can Pixarus has that good quality on his videos? What do you mean? What do you mean? I feel like my videos are pretty good quality. He might upload in 4K though. He might have that. I don't, because it's Minecraft and who cares? Sad but understandable. Yeah, if everybody in the internet was intelligent, I would throw a lot more world downloads out, but people on the internet are not intelligent, and I don't have the patience. Picks uploads in 4K, yeah, so that'd be it. I don't upload in 4K because I figure it's Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't need to be shown in 4K. What I am trying to figure out though is because like you see like Gems videos and Grian's videos and a lot of other people's videos, and they have that nice little like extra contrast to it. I need to bug her soon and see what settings she uses for that, because it looks really nice. I don't know if that's in game or if it's only post editing, but it does look very clean. Is the SMP for viewers or content creators? Empires is only content creators, and it's only people that I invite, and we are not adding anybody else. I do have a Patreon server that's going to be reset for 1.18. That'll also allow tier 2 and tier 3 Twitch subs. Internal shaders could be the shader. How do you do that with internal shaders? Let me see. You resemble that. You see, if you use Google and tutorials to figure things out, you're already better off than most people. It's like, I know you can turn on, like this just adds extra brightness to it, right? Like this kind of looks like a lot of it. But there's like some extra. Also, this makes your computer run so much harder. Like it's stupid. It's really stupid how much, when you turn old lighting off, it uses so much more of your CPU to run the game, and it's not good. T shaders is very good. High saturation showcase buildings. See, I don't want a full shader pack though. I don't like shaders in my Minecraft gameplay. I'll be honest, I don't like shaders. I think shaders look really nice for some eye candy shots, but I don't at all enjoy putting shaders in my actual videos. That's why I don't use them for time lapses or anything like that anymore. It's very intentional. And also big time is because I have this goal. I haven't done it yet, but I have a goal, which I think having a goal is pretty good to do it. I wanted to start saving footage from like building all of the village. But the problem is I don't build it all in time lapses. So like some things would stutter cut apart and things like that. But the goal is to be able to just take all of these different time lapses that I've done over a few months and just slap them all together, throw some music behind it, and upload it to my second channel. Like, I would love to do that stuff, but I just keep forgetting. Or not forgetting, but I just, there's so many gaps in between it, because sometimes I do stutter cuts of buildings, sometimes I do time lapses, and I keep forgetting to, even though if I stutter cut, I should probably still just like put it in a time lapse footage and slap it in a folder to use later. But I always forget, so I'm hoping one day I can actually remember to do something like that, because I think it'd be really cool. Just like on a second channel thing of like, Fwip building his entire mega castle base, like this thing. I was gonna do it for this castle over here. Like, I have all the footage of building this castle in time lapse. I have it all, but I messed up when I recorded it because there's like 4 different shaders used in it. And then also sometimes there's no shaders, and it's just weird. The video did not look good together, so I didn't do it. Hey, Blockdown, thank you for the tier 1, my dude. Also, thank you for the inspiration on the little cat cafe over here. I saw your build. I saw it on Pinterest or Instagram. It was very nice, very cool. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, Cheekups, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate that. But I got your question a little earlier, I believe. You gonna hire me to remind you to build in time lapses? There we go. Okay, that sounds like a great investment. I really need to just get somebody to manage my second channel for me. I'll be honest, I'm so bad at that. Even like getting like thumbnails and things. There's so many streams that need to be uploaded to the second channel here still that I just like haven't. And it's because I keep forgetting just to get a thumbnail for the dang stream. It's just every single time. That's all that's holding me up, is I just don't have a thumbnail to put on the video. And it's so bad. They're all ready to go, and I just keep forgetting to make thumbnails. But I realized that, like, I did put up one yesterday, though. I put up one yesterday. I cut that little clip out. If anybody's looking for YouTube advice, I cut that little clip out of last Monday's stream of where we were talking YouTube advice while breaking Obsidian for hours. If you're looking for any YouTube advice, there's a little bit on there. That also gets into why I don't time-lapse as much anymore. Eggs was helping me out with a second channel for a while. I did an experiment for a few months of seeing if it was worth it to edit the stream highlights down into like a 20-30 minute thing instead of a 2-hour thing, to see if that went. But it turned out people actually liked watching the full streams more so than the little mini streams, so or than the edited version. So I ended up unfortunately going back to the full uploads over there. So, and Eggs was just helping me out with editing those down. So maybe I'll figure out something again in the future. But I know some people do have like full channel editors and admins and things like that. Like, there's a few people on Empires that use a full channel admin so all they do is record footage and send it to their editor. The editor then does it. The editor has access to their camera account to get on the server, and then takes screenshots, makes thumbnails, does all of the video editing, does all the uploading, tagging, and everything like that, and just throws and does the whole thing. So all you have to do is record. And I'm like, that sounds nice, but also that is not something that I think my brain could ever be okay with. I like to be hands-on. This is my content. I like my content to be the way that I like go. I like to be the one doing like all of the, I like having my hands in the process the entire way through. I get 60 FPS, but I have VSync on, so it never goes above it. What should we do? I need to do more stuff. I like watching full streams I miss on YouTube while I work. Yeah, I need to be better about doing them. Maybe I just need to say meh and just not worry about getting a thumbnail over there. Just like casually, blah, blah, blah over there. Maybe I need to do that. Why is one of your tags colorblind? Because I'm colorblind. You want an example? I can show you. I showed Joel a few days ago before we did MCC. I sent him a screenshot of like being like, hey, look at me, I'm the only colorblind person to ever win build battle or the whatever it is. But that right there, you see that? I can't tell you that's 2 different blocks. I know it's a 2-wide pillar. I can't tell you which is which. Can somebody tell me what's the left one, what's the right one? This is if you want to know how the colorblindness for me, I cannot tell you at all which is which of those 2 blocks. There's no way I can tell. But then also if you get into like and also another example for me is the left. Actually, my friends, the left is blue and the right is purple. So if you're saying the left is purple, you might be colorblind. This one can sometimes, depending if it's like these guys for me, I know they're very distinct and you're probably like, Flip, you're an idiot. But if you get like, I guess it's not so much on these anymore. I think I put the tarot. I think I meant to do this one. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Like this for me, when it's nighttime and far away.
Pleased to meet you.
I can't that now. Like at this point,
already.
I have a hard time telling which is red
painting
and which
my
is green.
friend's house. Smiley face.
So like I can tell you like this side I can say is red, that side I can say is green. But once you get into the middle, where those lines start coming together, I have a hard time telling where one starts and where one stops, if that makes sense. Why is your camera so bright? It's the white balance is off today. So, yeah, there you go. Also, this is my test world. You haven't seen my test world. Here it is. So would anyone from that distance? Not true. That's not true at all. People are more if you're saying so anyone from that distance would have that issue, is you also might be colorblind partially. The amount of people who are partially colorblind and don't realize it is very, very high. It's very, very high. Yeah, this is the whole test world. Here's everything. Here's the big old mansion that we built a long time ago. This was like one of the final building with Flip builds. This guy right here. This was one of the final ones. I really love this style too. I want to come back to this. I think 118 is going to bring back this type of style. I want to do some of that right there. So I want to do some more of that. That'll be fun. But the layout of it's massive. There's from Amplify World. There's the that was like the brick factory or beer factory or something like that. The brewery, potion brewery. We got the original amplified starter house. We got some more of the amplified stuff in there. I think that was a hardcore thing. What did I use this for? I can't remember. I don't think I actually ever used this. Did I? Maybe I did. Definitely didn't do the interiors because you all know me. I feel like I used this somewhere. I just don't know what it was. I don't know. I like it though. It's a cool little house. We got the greenhouse from Hardcore Season 1. This was what I'd originally intended to be the enchanting room in Hardcore Season 1, and then I had to shrink it down, so I shrunk it. Oh, that was on Hardcore, I think. That was definitely Hardcore. Maybe that one was too. First Hardcore season. Yeah, this is what the enchanting. So original setup for enchanting in Season 1 was that, and then enchanting in Season 1 turned into this because I realized I didn't need that much space. I don't really care about getting every type of enchanter, so I turned it into that. There's the original grain silos we had for pumpkin melon storage at the auto farm. I've always wanted to include more stuff like this. I think once we get into 118, I want to do like mushrooms. I want to do mushroom caves, like big things like this, like these custom mushrooms. Sausage. The first person I saw to do these was Gem way long ago, and I love them. And so I want to do some stuff like that. And then Sausage has been doing a bunch of crazy ones like this dude over on Empire. So I really want to do more stuff like that. But we'll see. Who remembers what this is from? If somebody could tell me what this is from, you've been around the channel for a long time. If you can tell me what that's from, you've been around here for quite a while. Same with this. Same with this. If you can tell me what that's from, you've been around for a long time too. Yeah, 118. I want to get more into fantasy building. I really want to get into fantasy style building. And you say you're not a builder? I mean, that never got finished. Is that from a build challenge? No, it's not. It starts with a D. I can tell the series started with a D. This I made a long time ago when I was doing mini dwarven builds. I did that little like dwarven time-lapse city way long ago. Source block does not start with a D. Unless there's a silent D that I didn't know about. This was a little brick making kiln that I had done. If you're looking for a way to make more sense about how you make bricks are made in kilns. So you can do something like this. Then I actually put a furnace here. And then if you just put clay in it, you just do a hopper and it comes out like that. And then you have a little campfire back here, a little fire. This was actually pre-campfire, so I just did a little fire. So you get those smoky particles. New merch. There's going to be new merch coming here soon. There's the original sugarcane farm from Building with Whip. There's a Building with Whip original tower. That was like these. If you're looking for a decidedly vanilla, there you go. Anima got it. These were all different windmill blades that I used inside of Building with Whip. In the desert base that I did in Papyrus, I wanted vertical windmills instead of horizontal blades like normally you see, because I want to do something different. So we got all these, and I want to bring stuff like that back. There we have the snow elves, ice elves, which were pretty cool. We did these guys. This was going to be the wall around Papyrus I never finished. This was the wall around the port city. There's the test for that. The original plan for the nether hub in Building with Whip was going to be like this, and then I realized, wait, it's YouTube. That'll make it pitch black if I do that. I don't know why I'm just flying around here. I'm just having a good time. Here's the IKEA village plan. Those were pretty fun. There's a lot of build ideas that I did for a video way long ago. There's actually a original Minecraft village because I forgot to turn off structures inside this world. Here's a bunch of port city buildings. There we go. Those are coming in. Just testing everything. The snow elves. There's the ice elves, snow elves, elves. There we go. This is another good one. This is something that I want to do more of. Brown mushroom block and brown concrete powder for sides of buildings. Look how cool that turns out. Look how good that is. Brown concrete powder. Hey, another one of those. Yeah, Dascotless made the little baby one over there. You did. This was my original design for putting conduits around the Guardian farm when I was going to do a full Guardian farm transformation Building with Whip. I still want to do stuff like this. I love this seahorse. This seahorse here is cool. I'm going to reuse that. I got a plan for that axolotl sanctuary I have planned. I got that planned out there. I really want to find ways to use prismarine brick in builds. Another kiln blacksmith thing right in here, which is pretty cool. This guy, I loved this guy. This guy turned out really cool. The dead fire coral. Coral. If there's an easy way to get it, so good. So good. Do you watch SB? I know SB just through MCC and stuff like that. I don't really watch his videos too much. I don't watch many people's videos, to be honest. I try and keep my Minecraft time just to when I'm playing Minecraft and recording videos, because otherwise it becomes all obsessive. But yeah, this one up here I really liked. And I think if I did it again, we have the light gray concrete here and we have the white up there. I feel like I would take, if I could figure out how to do it. Let me just get, I think I would do instead this. Oh, geez. Like something like that. Give it a little bit of a darker, but still a highlight, just a touch darker. I like that a lot more, I think. Do you use Pinterest? Yeah, I do. Exclamation point Pinterest. You can get a link to my page. This was the bank. Yep, and then this was on the back of the bank. I want a staircase coming down. This guy over here, I love this thing. This was on Source Block when I tried making a futuristic base that never really went anywhere. This was going to be the creeper farm. Just this is like a model copy, like a tiny one. And then I made it like, obviously that same creeper farm I built in Empires. It's that same one there. And then I was going to make an enchanting store where I sold enchanted books, and this was going to be the design for it, actually building a big enchanting table. I want to do this again. This guy right here, I think I can figure out a better way to do it. Maybe now that we have deep slate. Because this will look more like writing. But I like the idea of this, like making a giant magic book.
Pleased to meet you.
I think it's pretty cool.
Ah, the old days of source block.
You know it. Yeah, so yeah, because that makes it look more like a book. Do we have a cozy call today? We did right at the start. Toad Planet, thank you for the 19 months. What? You've definitely been around since source block, my dude. Maybe, probably. Death Punch with the 3 months as well. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Here's Legacy Season 1. This was the plan I had made for Scott's base because he built the floating city and he built the floating base and I built the custom islands, or I built the terrain below it that was the bottom half of the island. I want to do more stuff like this in the end or in the nether. Yeah, because we can't have water in the nether. I want to do stuff like that. I really love foggy glass like that. I just need to do more of it. Here's hardcore. Or not hardcore. This is one of the final builds I'm building with Whip. The Asian inspired area that we did at 115. Because I wanted to use crimson wood. That was that. And warped wood. That was pretty sweet. Here's my new attempts at palm trees. I want to find ways to use these. I really want to do a desert build. 118. I want to do fantasy stuff. I want to focus on desert stuff. And I want to focus on larger, grander architecture. Like that's my focus of 118. Is going big. Now that we have the extra world height and everything like that, I want to go like larger, grander structures. Still my same style. Like also maybe even stuff like this. This was like a Tuscan inspired build, which is super cool. Which also we've been talking about our honeymoon recently. We've been working with a travel planner to get our honeymoon plan for after we get married next year. And it looks like we're going to Tuscany for a while. And I'm so pumped because I love it. And it'll be really cool. This was meant to be like a dark architecture style, very overgrown, but I wanted to find a way to use purple in a roof, and I like it. I really like how the purple pops in there. We have a classic medieval style. We got my one and only attempt ever at modern. Nah, I've done a few. Use composters as coconuts and palm trees. Composts are kind of big, but yeah, you could. Need inspiration for large desert builds? Descotlos, I know exactly where to go if I need that. Here, this is source block. Here you go. Here's source block. This was the build plan.
Greetings.
All of this. I love these banners. I tried mimicking in my own way. I tried mimicking how like Tibetan prayer flags are, but I didn't want to do an exact copy of that because I don't like to pull exact things. So I did these instead, where they're giant poles of colors, and I thought it was really cool. This tower over here is one of my first uses ever of brick and granite, and I love it. But Jewel, thanks so much for the 15 months at tier 3. My dude, holy cow, thank you so very much for that. I really appreciate it. We have a lift over in there. All right, we're just kind of exploring today. This was back when I used a texture pack, the Building with Whip texture pack. So this used to be like a brick color and a little bit darker. So it worked better, but this was like a banner shop, which I still like. I think it works out well. These towers, those, I really have changed how I build 3x3 towers nowadays. I go a lot simpler. What's your favorite part of better Minecraft? The crouch, the crawling. Oh, here's a little boat I build. I love this boat. I would build this one again. I would update it. I think I want to update this a little bit more to be more present day, but I like it. I like this guy. He worked. That was a good one. This was one of the first fishing vessels I ever did. Here I built I found this on some Minecraft server. I can't remember who, but I redid it as like a vulture instead. They had it as like an eagle, and I built it into a vulture so it could be part of a city. Here there was like a bad attempt at a lion because I don't do any organics. Here we have a little cart with oversized wheels. We got a stone cart. We got just a regular cart with a bunch of stuff going on. My attempt at a pumpkin and melon farm, trying to figure one of those things out. And this was the original White Glen build style. That was pretty sweet. Missed the old Flip texture pack. It's still there if y'all want it. Eggs has been updating it to the new update and things like that. Here's the burbs. We got the burbs. The hardcore burbs. There's also a shark. We could throw this. We could throw this in the hardcore world right now, just along the dock. Just a random shark. Somebody went hunting for the big dolphin. We got the little ender dragons. I kind of want to put like an army of these in the end, just like flying around. I think it'd be hilarious. If we just put like an army of those like flying around as the dragons that like the baby dragons after we've destroyed the end hub in hardcore. I think that'd be hilarious. Over here was a bunch of build attempts I did when 1.14 came out. So like how to use composters and barrels and all those different things and lecterns and looms and just how to fit them all together. And just as many ways I could come up with, which was pretty fun. I got a roof guide. There's a bunch of different roof styles I build. That was pretty good. This one's themed around barrels, I think. Yeah. So I have barrel ideas in here if anybody's looking for some. And then over here, this was the smoker, I believe. Yeah, this was the smoker. We got a robot. Pretty cool. Over here, we've got blast furnaces. Blast furnaces as a ceiling is amazing. They're just so expensive. We got another robot. We got a car. Look at the car. That's a car. Wow. This is one of my favorite builds. I found this on, somebody made it in like 1.6, and I brought it and updated it into the more recent updates with the new blocks and things. Cartography tables. I love these in concept, but the fact that they're not directional placed makes me so frustrated. Like the fact that there's a possibility to do this on a wall is amazing. But if you do it over here, it doesn't work. But if you do it directionally on the other side, you can get a pattern like that. Like, why is it not directionally placed? I don't know. Trip down memory lane. Yeah, we're just chilling today. Today, I was exhausted. I was like, I have no plans for today. I was like, we'll just jump into hardcore and do some work for a little while. What is this one? Grindstones? Yeah, grindstones. You can use it as like a pulley for OL, a wheelbarrow. That's a good one. You can use it chains, blah, 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 blah. What is this one? Oh, this was smithing tables, which I love. I love that deep red. The deep red you get on the bottom of them. Ooh, so good. So fantastic. Here we go. Grinds. This is stone cutters. Floating train. Looks great. So frustrating. Yeah, really. I love them up here. Like if you use them like that for a little like a border in a cave, it's cool. I wish there was more control over stuff like this. The bottom of them for a ceiling, if you tile it with stone slabs, smooth stone slabs, pretty good.
My kids love watching your videos. Thanks for being you.
Hey, Sunflower, thanks so much for the 2 months. I'm glad they enjoy them and glad you're okay with them watching me. But yeah, this in here, what? Oh, I did campfires, right? There's campfires under those. I was trying to go off of like Lord of the Rings when they're going through the swamp in Lord of the Rings. I tried making a swamp like that, which I thought was pretty cool. Can you put stone cutters upside down? No. And then also out here, using dead coral as like a way to be like burnt shrubberies. Pretty cool. We got, I don't remember. I don't even know what these are. It might be more barrels or might be, I don't know. Something. Oh, this is extinguished campfires. Hi, buddy. What do you trade? Punch 2. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. I don't even know what it is. I think it was berries. Yeah, berries and then vines for berries. And then here's like a full concept of something. There's so much stuff out here. There's so much stuff. This world has so many random things in it. People keep asking me to do a world download, and I don't know. I feel I don't like. Part of me doesn't want to do a world download out of this one, but I might do like a world tour, like y'all was saying, second channel or something. That'd be pretty fun. This was 1.14 village in the survival and building with whip. This was a forge that I built in there for the toolsmiths and everything to hang out. My old school iron farm that no longer works. This right here, this never made it into a world. This was going to be the commenter question of the day. Tower. The plan was to go up by a floor every single time we filled a book, because I used to in Building with Whip, every episode I did a comment of the day. Back in the old days. Is that something y'all enjoy? Do y'all enjoy commenter question of the day type stuff? Or is that kind of like, yeah? Because I don't know. I've thought about bringing in like 118 or something like that. We'll see though. But I feel weird starting it like halfway through a series when Hardcore's 41 episodes in. Like I feel weird starting it out there. But maybe maybe we'll see. This was the original plane that I built. I love this thing. Over here we have oversized pumpkins that I thought were pretty sweet. This was my real first ever attempt at a modern build because I built the, this was on Decidedly Vanilla. Yes, please, yes, please. And we got some meh. This world is literally since I started YouTube. This is the original test world.
Pleased to meet you.
I've never had a different test world. That was Legacy, not Legacy, Decidedly Vanilla. That was my cactus farm. Then this was the, this was an iron farm, I believe. Or it was something. No, this was, this was a cool farm. I love this one. So this was a sugarcane farm here that went like that. And then I built an iron farm on the upper floor of it. So there's an iron farm right in here. So it like it just had both funneling down in the middle. And it was, I was pretty proud of that one. I liked that build. But it's just, I never went anywhere with it. There was my attempt at doing cheesy YouTube content. I'll own that. I'll own that. That was for cheesy YouTube content. How to make simple, basic farms look good. No, don't do that. Don't do that, folks. Everybody has that. Everybody has their days of attempting that, and it's never worth it. Oh, here's my April Fool's build last year. How to the tiniest possible castle. I like going around to your builds on Decidedly Vanilla. Yeah, that was a long time ago. How you doing, Core? Good to see you, man. That was a fun one. But this was my attempt at doing the smallest possible castle as a base. It even has a bed. You can even sleep in a bed in here. So you can sleep, and then you go like this, and then you just crawl. You got all your furnaces in the middle. You got an ender chest. You got a brewing stand. You got your storage. I was pretty happy with this one. I thought it was pretty sweet. You can do that. You can get on top of the roof. The whole thing was small. It was a small boy, and then I built like small trees. It was fun. That was a fun build. That was a good one. Yeah, this is all amplified stuff. This is all my attempt at amplified. This was gonna be the city in the hills. I built this one, and I think I built that one. That just got too cramped. Amplified was not what I was hoping it would be. I was pretty disappointed with how Amplified turned out in the end. This was the greenhouse or sugarcane farm. This, I don't remember what this was. Oh, this was my test for what, this is what Mooshland was going to be. This was going to be the cliffs of, this is what Mooshland will be eventually in hardcore. That's what I want to do with it. If we can, when we get to Mooshland. We'll see. I really like this style. Getting this much acacia wood will be kind of a pain in the butt, but that's where I want to go. I love that there's like the little divots in here where you can kind of walk up. I'm trying to go like mini Cliffs of Dover style. Almost. Just not super whitewashed like Cliffs of Dover are. But we'll see. This was observatory from Amplified. We got the windmill from Amplified. We got the hardcore windmill. Yeah, that's kind of everything out here. The only other thing really is the legacy stuff. Legacy Season 1 with the FWIP. The Cyberpunk FWIP base. We got that. That was my nether portal copied from somebody and reworked it. And then we have like the cars for the garage. We got the truck. That was my bed. We have the Witherose shop that we made. This in here was my dye farms and wool farms. Inside of here, this was all of the... this was my storage room. This thing was intense. That whole wall was storage. And it was more storage than I can ever need. There's a bunch of weird walls I made. This was an original plan that I never ended up going with. And then the other building I think I really did, besides the central flower, which I made up on the spot, was this guy. But all of these, if we go here, what it was meant to look like, that I ended up just changing to dirt because it was easier. In the world, I got the right thing. Yeah, because originally it was this. Like, this is what it turned out to be in the end. So it was like if we set it to... I was trying to make it look like a hologram. So like, depending on the way you look at it, it looks like a tree. So if you're down on ground level, it looks like a tree hologram up there. And then we have just a weird color pattern on the wall. It was pretty fun. Good stuff. Good stuff. First time on stream, love the hardcore series. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. There's the ATMs I built all over at Legacy. Can you show a starter house? We're gonna jump back into hardcore. Yeah, your tips for planning cool custom mountains and survival. I got a few videos on it if you haven't checked them out. Would recommend. That's kind of your best bet. I've got a few videos now dedicated to it. Also, I think in the one of the Empires ones where we finished the mountains or doing the mountains, I've done a few video tippy thingies on there of how I build them and whatnot. Okay, what do we want to do in here? What do I need? I feel like there's some things that I've been needing. Look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. I love it. This turned out so well. Oh, I need to breed the sheep. That's definitely what I need to do. When's the next Better Minecraft episode? It may be tomorrow. It may be Saturday. I haven't figured out if I want to upload a video tomorrow or not. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to play the YouTube game. And the YouTube game is never fun to play because you never get it right. So YouTube has been, oh man, oh well. YouTube's one of those things where if you upload too frequently, it's not good for your channel. But if you also upload not frequently enough, it's not good for your channel. So I'm kind of playing the game of, do I upload now or do I just wait? Because the hardcore video that I released yesterday is doing really well, and I don't want to upload on top of it because then it'll make it not do as well. So yeah, YouTube game. We need more sheepies. Always more sheepies. Oh, we've bred all the sheepies we can breed. That's all the sheepies wrote. Better Minecraft is a great series so far. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think next time I want to jump into the Nether and find a Nether fortress because I want to work towards the end. The end looks like it has a lot of insane stuff. Like I've seen a few screenshots of the end, but I've never been into it myself yet. And from everything that I've seen, it looks like the game really starts to get super modded and super like what they've added to the game is that like the end is actually good instead of your excuse to get an elytra and then you leave and never come back. So I want to get out there and find some fun stuff. There's so many cool leaves and just like glowing bushes and things that you can get and bring home and like all this different wood and new tools and everything. So I want to get into the end and actually like dedicate some time to like being in there and making cool stuff. So I think it'd be fun. But we'll see. With 1.18 coming out around the corner, I still feel weird like continuing on with Better Minecraft too much longer. So we'll see. I'm really enjoying the series, but it just feels off, you know. One sec. My finger just like started hurting all of a sudden. Here, I'll be right back, folks. I'm actually gonna use the restroom, but I'll be RBs. All right, we back. I just looked outside and one of my neighbors down the street, I can see her just running across the street. And she's like probably just gotten ready for work or something like that. And it's just pouring rain outside. And she's like holding her bag above her head, just like running towards her car. It's like, oh, I feel so bad. It's so gross out there. I'm sorry. I had to go for a quick wee. You wash your hands? Of course, Brennan. Always wash your hands. Separins with the 4 months. Thanks so very much. I missed that one earlier. Thank you. And Lily May Darling with the tier 1. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. All right. Can I like fill this in? It's always bothered me and I've just never bothered fixing it. And now it fixed. Stupid sheep. I turned the Enderman sound down, by the way, because I know everybody kept saying it was way too loud. Maybe I need to turn it back up a little bit. Maybe. Just made a pot noodle. Time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Hey. Yummy. Boop. We have a end thingy to finish up, right? We're like halfway done with an end pillar. Maybe we go work on that for like another half hour before I gotta jump on out of here. That sounds relaxing, and we can chill and chat. Well, thank you guys for the help playing hardcore. I've been playing a month, 118 snapshot, super crazy caves, and I'm still alive. Hey, going for totems soon. Ooh, you survived a month without totems, my dude. GG's. I think for me, like, next time being in a hardcore role, which hopefully is not for a very long time, like, if you want to last a long time, I full on agree that you need to get totems, like, right away. You need to build a field. This is kind of in between work for the next episode, to be honest. I haven't even started recording the next one. Would you like an end update? I think an end update is needed. The Minecraft end is the most boring, like, area to be in this entire game. Oh my god, this looks so cool now that we have a few of them out of the way. Oh, it's so nice. There's so much more to break. That one is... Oh, I almost looked at them. Are you done? You're done. You are also done. Oh, so we're starting a new one. Haha! Let's go with the other closest one to the... It's so big. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Half hour every day. If I do a half hour every day, I'll be done next year. Will you have villagers walk around the village? Nope. I refuse. The way I play Minecraft is I have one designated villager area and nowhere else has villagers. Because if you have villagers, that's how you get a raid. And you don't want a raid. Are you gonna break the bedrock? No, I'll probably turn it into something like little floating stars or crystals or something. Speed, increased digging time. Now you need haste. 118 caves are kind of annoying to light up. Well, you have to only do like a third of the torches to light things up, because anything light level 1 and up doesn't spawn mobs anymore. So the amount you have to place torch-wise is a lot less. But yeah, I do agree that there's probably a lot more caves. I haven't looked at 118 at all yet, because I have no intentions of starting a new series right now. So like I haven't bothered looking into it. I haven't bothered looking at seeds. We're normally in a new update if I'm like gonna go play and like gonna get some new, like planning a new series. I'm like actively looking at seeds in the pre-releases, just like trying to find a good one. And I haven't at all yet. I have no need. Like Empires is gonna keep going. Hardcore's gonna keep
with the
going.
Bedrock, maybe
Better
do
Minecraft is
Soulfire
not
or sea
modded, or it's
lanterns
not
to
on
make them
118.
look like stars.
Maybe do Soulfire lanterns or sea lanterns, make them look like stars. Yeah, we could do that. That'd be good. What do you look for in a good seed? Biome diversity. Biome diversity is 1, and then 2, I look to have like things like guardian temples nearby. I like to have, I've never done it, and I've never had a world that has one close by, but I want a witch hut. I really want to make a witch farm. So I've been trying to find one in the hardcore world, and I haven't found one yet. But biome diversity is huge. But also, you want to make sure you have a good spread on biomes. Like, you don't want to have, like, if you have, or you want to make sure the biomes are good size, you want to have diversity. So I look to have most, if not all, biomes within 4,000 blocks. Because I know over time I'm going to expand to being, and to covering that much space. It just depends on how I get there. Are you not going to start your own regular survival 118? Nah, I have no plans to right now. Hardcore is kind of, I feel like there's enough that I can manage in hardcore to keep going and make new content, so I don't see the point. I don't like running 2 single player survivals at once. There's no point. Not that there's no point, there probably is a point to it, but also I know for me, if I'm doing 2 single player series at once, there's one that will take priority. Always. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm a person who focuses on one thing if there's 2 of the same, and hardcore and single player survival at this point would be played the exact same. The only difference is that if we die in hardcore, it's over, whereas single player survival, if we die, we just keep going. So I don't really plan to do any regular single player survivals again. I kind of plan to only do hardcore if we do it for single player content, because it keeps it interesting. Otherwise you end up with a situation like Building with Whip, where people are not happy that the series ended. But if it was hardcore and ended, people might not be happy, but at least there's like an end. Like there's nobody who can fight me on, why didn't you keep going? You could have kept playing. You could have built this instead. Be like, nah, like you died. Like in hardcore, you die. There's no way to keep playing. Like you are done. Like series ended, series over. So like that's why I kind of do hardcore now, because even with the Amplified, as much as my reasoning for ending the Amplified series, I thought was the most sound reasoning ever. I ended the Amplified series because the game was unplayable. Inside of my base, if I ever crossed a chunk border, my game froze for a solid 3 seconds. And then I continued. Editing that out of a video was hell. It was awful. The amount of time I spent editing was like triple, because I had to be careful of every time I walked around while talking, is the game gonna freeze? And I figured that maybe would be understandable for people if I showcased it in videos. Then people were like, why'd you stop playing? You could have played with that. I'm like, no, it was an awful experience to play. I hated it. It was frustrating at all times. And still people were just like, you could have kept it going. So I feel like for me, do your sausages think about restarting his hardcore? Really? Huh. I wouldn't be surprised. He's kind of had his hardcore for a long time, and he took a long break from it, and then he came back to it. And obviously, if you take a break from a series and come back as is, viewers kind of like forgot about it, and YouTube forgot about it. So it makes sense. Like that gets odd fast. Yeah, I hate it. I can't play Minecraft with it's too laggy. I despise it, which is a problem because I build a lot. And building the way that I build generates a lot of lag. But yeah, so that's why I ended Amplified. It was literally unplayable, and people were mad. People were so mad. Did you enjoy MCC All-Stars? I was frustrated. I had fun. I had a lot of fun playing with the guys. That was really cool. And it was really nice of Creek to jump in. But I was so frustrated at how I was playing. I was playing so poorly. So, but I realized afterwards, the reason I was playing poorly is because, as mentioned at the start of the stream, my Minecraft instance crashed on me, and all of the settings got reset to default. So all of the settings of sensitivity, all the different things I do, like I change control for sprint to be T. So if you press T, it goes to sprint mode, because I find it easier to reach and press T with my index finger or my pointer finger than it is for my pinky to hit control. I more use control in video games for modifiers and things like that. So like control 1 would be like a cooldown spell or something like that in like MMOs. Whereas instead I do like, I like to just press key. I avoid shift and control as much as I can, to be honest, because I find it difficult to get to. But anyways, I apparently missed rebinding that. So the whole time on MCC All-Stars, I wasn't sprinting. I never turned on sprint unless I accidentally double tap W. But the whole time I was pressing T, and because I have view bobbing turned off, I couldn't tell that I was going faster or slower. And I also have the distortion effects turned down a bunch. So I literally couldn't tell that I wasn't sprinting. I was just like, why is everybody passing me? Like, why am I going so slow? So I played MCC and Ace Race and all that stuff without sprint. And I still managed to get like top 30. I was looking back, like I played it pretty well, but like the fact that I wasn't sprinting, the fact that my sensitivity was 30% higher than I normally have it, just all that stuff added to being stressful. Playing with Jimmy and Joel was really fun. I was looking forward to getting a Wisp. It was a big bummer that his internet crashed. But yeah, so I'm not happy with how well I performed, but the team seemed to perform pretty well for the situation we were put in. So that was pretty good. Is this a multiplayer server? No, this is my hardcore, my single player world. Don't worry about your performance. A lot of performances from team, and there's a lot of difficulties. Yeah, that was one where I will say, like, I appreciate all the math and science that goes into MCC for like creating teams and stuff like that, and like I really appreciate all that. But I kind of wish MCC moved to an all random. Like, I would love to see a non-canon event where everything is just randomized. There's no point calculation based on who's teaming with who. And it's a true random. Like there's no intention of like, oh, these people will like to play together, or these people are friends, or like this group is friends. As like you can see in MCC, I get commonly paired with like Joel and Jimmy and Jem and all them, and probably usually the Hermits and stuff like that, because we all have similar channel vibes. But I would be very interested to see an MCC that was a true random, so you don't get like the dream team squads built up. You don't get like because right now MCC very much functions as like, here's a bunch of different friend groups, and we shuffle the different, or Nox Crew and Scott shuffle the different friend groups together in a way that like makes new teams each time, and sometimes there's some blurring over. But I think it'd be really cool to have a full random, and I'd be willing to go not family friendly on my stream for that if it was a full random. Yeah, so there was the MCC All-Stars was not canon, so there was very little to no balancing done beforehand. So, but I think in essence, the way for MCC to do the best long term would be to do that, as far as like a true competition standpoint. But the way for MCC to do the best of getting viewer retention is the route that's currently going right now. Because you get all the people that are friends with each other, and then the different content creator groups coming together. Like when we have the teams of me and Jimmy and Joel, or like me and Jem and whoever on there, like y'all know how we interact with each other, and y'all know it's gonna be entertaining to listen to and watch and everything like that. So you get what you're expecting out of the event. So from the event, it really shows how much balancing teams helps. Yeah, totally. Cool way to find new content creators. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. The next non-canon event that they do is a full random. I think that'd be cool, and just say like, hey, family friendly creators, like this is kind of what it is, or like here's your team, and like see where it ends up on the end. Like I think that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, there's a lot of PG versus not PG, but like for me on my streams, I'm very open to not being PG friendly. Like I'm very open to saying, if you don't see the family friendly tag on my stream, don't expect the stream to be family friendly. Like that's where I'm going, and I think that's on viewers at that point to recognize that, hey, the family friendly tag is on here versus not on here. If the family friendly tag is on there, then you know it's an okay stream to watch. And if I know it's going to be like really bad, like the Phasmophobia stream that we did, I turned on the tag for this stream is for mature audiences only, meaning that every time you join the stream when that tag is on, you have to physically accept that this is a stream for mature audiences. So then it takes all of the stress off of my shoulders of being like, well, what if a kid actually jumps in? Well, it's their fault for clicking through all of it at that point. So, but my videos are always going to stay family friendly, at least for this point in time. Who knows? Maybe I'll grow and keep going to the point of being like, yeah, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. And at this point, I'm in my 30s, and hey, yeah, Flip does a swear. Who knows? Other PG-13 streamers would be mad if they did that. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but there's always time for people to come in and be like, hey, by the way, I'd prefer to not be on this team or something like that. And I think that's fine. I think that's okay. I think we'll just go back to the roulette table of seeing where it goes. How do you stop yourself from swearing? It's called having control over your vocabulary. But as much as that, I still get caught on other words. Like, I think in my last video, I edited the word area out of there like 10 times. Well, so far we've mined like 8,000 obsidian or something like this. So we've been going a while. Oh no, so bad. Flip does a swear. Oh no. He's done a... My family-friendly Minecrafter's done a swear. My life is ruined. Flip with the burn. No, it's true. It's very true. It's the way I chat and talk on here as a content creator is very different than how I talk IRL. Like it's not very different, but like I'm a person. I swear. When I'm playing games with my friends and I'm not live, I'm swearing all the time. It's true with pretty much every PG content creator that I know on the, like, at least on Empires, like every single person on there swears a lot outside of
I
videos.
Could catch a Whip stream after a long day
I mean,
of classes
even watch that
and a
highlight
little
video
heartbreak.
somebody made of Shelby
Much
in the
love
last
to you,
MCC. I feel like Shelby's like one of the most family-friendly content creators I know, and she was dropping F-bombs in MCC because she was stressed. Sky Jedi Games, thank you for the 200 base, my dude. Glad I catch a stream after a long day. Hey, I hope you're having a good chill evening from now on. Yeah, it's very interesting seeing, because like when we were doing the Phasmophobia stream, people straight up sent me DMs on Twitter saying, how could you swear? You ruined my experience viewing your streams. I have to unfollow you now. Like, homie, you could not watch one stream. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You could not watch one stream that I do for 2 hours, but because apparently I put one as, hey, we might swear during this, people straight up were like, I'm unfollowing you. Like, okay, you don't control my life. You can leave. I don't care. You're one person. Go away. Those threats where people be like, if you do this, I'm unsubscribing or I'm unfollowing. For me, I couldn't care. If you
Pleased
come
to meet
through
you.
and be like,
Love
if
your
you do this,
channel.
I'm unfollowing
Your
or
videos
something like
always
that.
give me so much
Peace out.
inspiration.
Like, I'm at the point where I don't care. I don't care at all. If one person is just like, if you do it this way, I'm out of here. I'm like, cool, goodbye. Oh, I never did an event marker on here. They really did? What? Yeah, no, it's welcome being a content creator. You get spammed with
Pleased to
DMs all the
meet you.
time.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
a year of pure unadulterated love.
How you doing, Will? Thank you. Thank you. 13 months. 13 months of Prime. Thank you. We've known each other for 13 months now. How you doing? If they're unfollowing as a threat, they better be gone. Yeah. Anybody who threatens to unfollow a content creator,
Yeah.
you don't want that
need
person
that
as
in
your follower.
life.
It's long, like short term might be a little bit of a blow to you if you're like a smaller. If only I knew you for 13 months. It's been a little while longer than that. But like if you're a small content creator, losing one follower, or losing one sub on YouTube could hurt. Like if you have 100 subs and you lose one person, that's 1% of your audience. But if you're at the point where I'm at, where I have almost 750,000 and I'm gaining 1,000 per day plus, and I lose one person, it's just getting rid of negativity. Like that's all it is at this point. But even as a small creator, like it's okay. Like when I stopped uploading Conquest content,
Ignore those haters, man, you are a king. Also started
that.
my own hardcore world recently on 1.18 pre-release and the creeper anxiety
dude,
is real.
2 pieces of blast protection 4 and
Thanks a
creepers
lot.
can't get you.
F-Whip,
You'll survive.
as an adult, does a swear? Gasp, Whip
Dude.
sassy.
Yeah. Liz never. I would never, Liz, I would never do it. But yeah, it's like so for those who haven't been around my channel for super long, when I originally started YouTube, I played using the mod Conquest Reforged, if you've heard of it. And that's all I used. I was very big into that community. I helped develop the mod, and so I was big on using it and everything like that. All my content was built around it, and all I did was use the mod. And then I started building with Whip as the first ever time that I was like, you know what, I wanna play regular vanilla survival. Like, I'm just curious. I want to see if this will help on my YouTube channel. And I uploaded one video, and yeah, Will, we can't share that story. That one's definitely no PG words were ushered. But anyways, when I started uploading vanilla content, I was met with so much hate from the Conquest community. Me uploading one non-Conquest video saying that, like, hey, I'm kind of done with Conquest for now. I want to try vanilla for a bit. I lost 60% of my subscriber base within a week. They all unsubscribed. And if any other person was, I feel like if you're just like a regular YouTuber of being like, oh my God, I lost my audience, I have to go, like, I would have been like, that's a freak out moment. That's like gross. But then the way I took it, I was like, no, that community was so toxic that they were forcing me to do something, or trying to force me to do something that I didn't want to do. So I was just like, no, like, that's probably good that they left. And instantly, like, over the next few weeks, so I went from 200 subs down to 80 subs literally in one day because of it. And then 3 weeks later, I was at 400 subs, all from new people coming in and watching like the vanilla content. And if you think about it, like, if I had freaked out and been like, oh God, okay, no, I'll go back to Conquest in hopes that they would come back, like, I probably would never have gotten to that 400 sub point if I went that way. So, like, you just got to think about, like, what's best for you, what's best for how you want to do it, especially as a content creator, because there's so many people out there that are going to try and influence you to do what they want you to do. And a lot of times that's not what you should do. You should do what you want to do. Like, that's the number one rule of content creation, is you need to do what's best for your channel. And what your viewers recommend is not always best for your channel. I will 100% say that, and I will 100% stand by that. Is if you leave a comment on, if you are reading, say you're a small YouTuber and you're reading comments on your videos and somebody's like, can you show how to build this, blah, blah, blah? That doesn't mean you need to make a video on that. That is one person asking for that. Like, I had one person who left a comment on the last video asking me to show them how to build a factory. Like, where in any video that I'm doing right now would it make sense to build a factory? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But their comment was, can you build a factory? Because I'm trying to build one in my survival world and I don't know how to build it yet. So can you show me how to build one? I was just like, no, homie. Learn how, you gotta figure out how to build it yourself. Mizra, thanks so much for the raid. How you doing today? Welcome on in, folks. We are chilling in the end, doing the good old hardcore projects of breaking down the obsidian pillar. Hope you had a good stream though. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for the raid. Hope you have a fantastic one. Appreciate it. By the way, kill Scott and Empires. Ooh, the plan is in motion. The plan is, I will get that crown. I will get that crown. Doing well, had a great stream. Glad to bring everyone over. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on in, folks. Lily Mae Darling, thank you for all the biddies earlier, by the way. I kind of missed those ones coming through, but thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So TNT cannon empires. I think we just TNT bomb his entire empire. That sounds the way to go. What's the plan for all the obsidian? Probably just chuck it into the void and never use it again. We'll see. We will see. Any idea on what your rule will be once you get it? I have 2 ideas for rules, and I don't want to share them because I want it to be a surprise once I finally get the crown.
Can I ask what your rule is going to be when you get the crown?
I will. I don't want to say it because I haven't picked which one I want to do. I have 2 rules that go totally different routes, and I think both can be hilarious. I think one would be more influential towards it all, but I'm gonna see which I kind of follow through on. So we'll see. I'm trying to go on the route of like the goal of my rule. I'll give you the goal. I'll give you the goal of my rule is that people can't kill things. But that's not the rule I'm going with. The rule I'm going with, so I don't want to do the rule of like everybody, like you can't kill anything. Like I don't want that to be my rule, but I want to do it in a way that's funny. That basically the effect The end
Honestly,
result is that
majority
you
of
can't
my
kill
build
anything, but we'll see.
inspiration
We'll
comes
see what
from
happens.
You, Reddit, Pinterest, and Mythical Stooge. I mean sausage smile.
Mythical Seuss. Mythical Seuss is a pretty good source of inspiration. He's got some good stuff. His Pinterest board. I don't know if Sausage shares his Pinterest board publicly, but holy cow, he's got a lot of stuff over there. But Sky Jedi, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. Also, Liz, thank you for the gift stuff over Mr. I appreciate that. Dyer with the 100 biddies as well with the question earlier. We got Havoc with the gift sub over Great Lakes Girl. Thank you so very much for that. We got Blue Skiles. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Anything or anyone. To be determined by which of the 2 rules I pick. New rule, only eat cod. Jimmy would just go around saying for the greater good. So we can't do that. We can't work. Holy cow, Jewel, thanks so much for the 5 gift subs, my dude. And Dyer with the gift sub as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. Anyone or anything? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sounds like it'll just be peace, love, and plants. Now, I'm specifically avoiding the rule of you can't kill anything because I don't want the comments of this is just peace, love, and plants. No, we don't do that. We avoid those. We got unique ideas. The amount of comments we already get of is the Empire Games just tagged 4? No. But like it's true that there's only so many ways that you can create a game on Minecraft that is hot potato, basically. Like that's all this is. Hot potato, freeze tag, whatever you want to call it. But it's just like there's only so many ways you can create a game on a server that involves everybody wanting one item. It's just the extra rules that you add on top that make it unique. So it depends on the route you want to go there. But like if we, yeah, Mumbo and I create content totally different ways. That's 100% true. But if you go to like, if I were to create the rule saying you can't kill anything, the amount of people that also watch Mumbo that probably watch my channel would be coming in here and being like, so this is Mumbo. Everybody is now Mumbo. Like that would be a comment constantly. So I don't want to do that because that would get old. But yeah. Everyone must build a salmon sanctuary in place of their cod sanctuary. No, cod can exist. They're fine. Everybody must replace all of the cod in their sanctuary with salmon. Yeah, Scott is S Major on Twitch, and dang, that's a long name on YouTube. He has a lot of channel names. He's also Scott S Major. He's Scott Major, Scott's Major. Wait, Grian didn't invent hot potato? Yeah, actually, did you know Grian invented everything? Every idea. Did you actually know that by having more subscribers on your YouTube channel, you're actually the original creator of whatever you're doing? Just if you didn't know. If you didn't know, if you have more subs on your YouTube channel than somebody else, if you take their build and upload it on your channel, it's actually now your own unique idea. If you didn't know, it's 100% true, proven fact, according to the Minecraft comment section. But it's just is what it is. Armip, thank you for the 5 gift subs, my dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, if you ever, whatever the larger channel is, if they upload it, it's their original idea. Yeah, Mumbo also invented pacifism. That definitely, it's a new original idea by Mumbo. Definitely not inspired or nobody else in the world. There's never been a monk or like any type of leader in the world that's ever been like, nah, maybe we shouldn't kill people. It's definitely Mumbo the first time to do that.
Oh, you're nice.
Sweaty Senior, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Holy cow, my dude, thank you so very much. I appreciate the support, everybody. We're buying 10 million subs to steal all your build ideas. Somebody in Russia already did it. You need like 30 million at this point. Come on now. There's a dude. I've talked about him many times. You've probably seen me. Yeah, I've talked about it on Twitter many times. But there's this guy who is Russian and he uploads Minecraft videos. And literally every single video he uploads is a build stolen from myself, Gold Robin, Mythical Sausage, or just sometimes from Grian. Just every single build he does on his YouTube channel, all he does is build tutorials. He does one every single day, and literally all he does is steal builds from from popular Minecraft builders that created in English. Not Zloy. No. Zloy's an amazing human being. But the dude literally, his channel's in Russian. Everything he does is in Russian. And because it's in Russian, YouTube refuses to copyright strike him. And it's scary for us to try and copyright strike him too, because there's a weird air around, because you built something in Minecraft, do you own rights to that build? It's the general idea of how it goes. And there was a while ago where people were copywriting people because they said they own rights to the build. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the channel. It's in Russian. But I see his videos recommended every once in a while. I don't know why, because I only speak English. But yeah, so he's out there, and it's weird. It's scary to copyright somebody because there's so many legal issues that come with it. And also, if they dispute the copyright strike claim, they get access to all of your personal information because they get access to your personal information because when you submit a copyright claim, you have to give all of this information of showing that you own it, which also includes your real name, your address URL, your contact information, and all of that stuff. So if we were to copyright strike Russian Minecraft YouTuber for stealing our builds, which technically we don't even know if we can copyright the builds because somebody else, like, we didn't file a copyright claim or anything on him. We just made them in the game. So, like, we could try and copyright strike it, but then the dude would get all of our personal information, and we'd probably lose and get a strike on our channel. And if you get 3 strikes on your channel for false copyright claims, your channel's deleted.
From a build. For example, I have combined bits and pieces of your old bases into the ultimate base.
Sky Jedi, that sounds pretty cool. Thank you for sharing base, my dude. I appreciate that. So, it's one of those, it's that weird gray area that you don't hear about on YouTube, is that international content creators are very easily capable, and they do a lot of the time steal a lot of content from other people. Same thing with, there's a lot of people that do these like the Japanese Minecraft community is huge, and they are so talented. They have some of the most beautiful builds I've ever seen, and it's so cool. Like, they're so cool to look at. I follow a bunch of people on Twitter that are a bunch of Japanese Minecraft builders because I just love the screenshots that they post. And but like I know there's some people in the US that see those builds and just recreate them as just their own, because like the chance of somebody following the Japanese creator and also following the US person is pretty low. And also because the way the copyright strike stuff works, if you upload in English versus uploading in Japanese, technically it's valid because it's giving it to another audience, which is weird. But yeah, it's crazy. Copyright world out there is stupid. Japanese Minecraft community kind of scares me. They are so talented, and their mods, the mods that they have for the Japanese community, put like the mods that we use on like Forge and all that stuff to shame. Like, they are, oh my god, they are so much better. They have life-size train mods, so you can build like hyperspeed train systems like across your world that like you can walk around in the train as the train is zooming forward between like the destinations. And you can actually get them traveling at like 100 miles per hour in game and things like that, and they're insane. So we're talking about not giving credit. Yeah, I mean, I by no means am I saying do this. I'm just saying this is what happens a lot of times in the Minecraft community, and it's stupid. But even like, if you were to take a build and your whole video is a build tutorial on how to do something, and you're just like, hey, here's credit to Minecrafter72 for coming up with this design, but then your entire video is a tutorial of how to build the design, I still think you're in the wrong. Like, if your whole tutorial is on how to build this, and then in the description you're just like, credit to blah 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 for the build, like, you're not helping the situation at all. And I hate channels that do that. People who do that, like, there are some channels that I've seen do that. There's a lot of redstone channels do that. They're just like, look at for example, here's a huge one that is so obvious, and I can't believe they got away with it, is Shulker Craft.
With the bits today, cause I appreciate you, Flip. Also,
Sky Jedi,
what
thank you
would
so
be
much.
your
I
top
appreciate
5 tips for a hardcore world? New edition?
that. Carry golden apples. Always carry your chest piece. Always have a totem, and carry extra totems in your under chest. It's a big one. Always have food and a bow. Bow is a very easy way to stay safe. But anyways, Shulkercraft, they have a lot of great unique designs that they come up with, but a lot of the designs Shulkercraft also does are not their own. But what Shulkercraft did do, which is what makes it more okay, is they brought how to create designs in Minecraft in a better way. Like they made redstone builds accessible for a lot of people, which is cool. Like I really appreciate them doing that. They've made it so that I can understand redstone a lot better. So I appreciate that side from them. But if you look at the Shulkercraft Super Smelter design, that thing has been around for years. It has been around for years. They did not invent it. I don't even know who invented it, but it's been around literally since powered rails were added into Minecraft. And Shulkercraft uploaded a video claiming the design as their own. They always give credit though, but if your entire video is based around how to build thing A over here, say how to build a super smelter, but you did not design the super smelter yourself, and in the process of you making the video, you watched another tutorial video on how to make the super smelter, should you be allowed to give another tutorial on how to make the same super smelter? That's what it comes down to, is so you have super smelter, right? Like you have super smelter here. Your video is the same exact super smelter over here. In the process of making your own video, you're watching a tutorial on how to build this one, and all you do is watch that tutorial and then you build it yourself, and then you do a voiceover while building that same thing. Is that okay? Yeah, sure, they give credit, and there's an argument to be made that maybe that smaller creator gets more visibility because now Shulkercraft is huge, but is it fair that they took their video? They took their build. It's not an original concept. Yeah. But let's say Grian built a castle, but provides no tutorial. But there's a big difference right there. Monster Brian, that is a very different statement of you're saying, but does not provide a tutorial. So then they're creating new content. New content is being made because now somebody has the ability to show how to build the thing. Think you may need to change the village decorating? Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. But like you can say that like they are creating a new form of content by showing how to build Grian's mansion, for example, like you're saying there. But if Grian did also upload a tutorial on how to build it, would it be okay for somebody else to upload a tutorial and saying how to build Grian's mansion? So like, is that okay? It's a very different line to be drawn in there. And I'm very much on the side of it's not okay. It's like, if I upload a tutorial on how to build a village or house, is it okay for somebody else to upload a tutorial on how to build my village or house when I already have a tutorial out there on how to build it? It's, you kind of see what I'm getting at though? Like a super smelter, for example. I wonder if video is a tutorial on building, but just the outside smelter. Well, like if you bring it in a new way, or you showed how to incorporate it into a build, I think that's fine because you're adding to it. You're adding something new. Whereas in the case of their tutorial video, they didn't add anything new. Legally, it's okay, but morally, it's not okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, so a lot of the YouTube side is, I mean, morally okay is, so I don't know. Morally okay is, I don't know. I feel like more creators need to follow what is good morally. There's so much fluff and fakeness on YouTube already. Do we need more of that? I don't think so. It's intellectual property at the end of the day. Yeah, that's weird on YouTube. So what if someone copies a tutorial but translates it into another language? Per YouTube definition, that's actually okay. That's kind of where the conversation started today, is there's a Russian dude that does that in every single build that I make, or every single build Sausage makes. He just re-uploads our stuff and talks about it, talks over it in Russian. You should ask the original creator for permission, but technically per YouTube copyright laws, it is okay. I'm not saying do it. I hope nobody does that. Without, if you should ask the creator first, 100%, but they're really, Really though, they're just taking the video and reposting, giving credit to the original creator. No, Shulkercraft makes the video themselves. They do a lot of stuff via replay mod to make it look nicer. The thing about Shulkercraft that I appreciate that they do is I don't want this to be like a Flip hates Shulkercraft thing. No, I use their videos a lot. They do some fantastic stuff. But if you think about it, what Shulkercraft does is they take videos that say like Nembomb produces or El Mango produces or Logical Geek Boy produces, and I know those three probably don't like Shulkercraft all that much. Don't take that as true. I haven't asked them directly, but I'm assuming that they don't because Shulkercraft obviously gets a lot more views on their videos and they use the designs of these other guys. But anyways, like Shulkercraft makes it so Redstone is accessible. Like creating a farm via the Shulkercraft tutorial is very easy to follow. They make it very easy to follow. They just tell you, here's what the farm does. Here's how much you're going to get from it per hour. Here's how to build it. That's all they do. Whereas when you watch like the Logical Geek Boy video, or you watch the Nembomb video, or you watch those things, they are very proud of the science that they create. They're very proud of the science and the research that they've done behind it. So they like to talk about here's what we did, here's how we did it, here's why we did it going forward, which is good. Like, that's cool. There's a technical community that wants to know that. But for the most part, like the average Minecrafter like myself, who just likes to build in the game and wants a farm that automatically does stuff, like you just won't, like, I don't really care about the technical side of it. Like, it's cool, but I'm going to skip through it in the video every time. So I don't know. It's a weird ground. It's a weird ground, gray area wherever you are. It's like, sure, they make it more accessible, but is it like okay for them to be taking another design? I don't know. So would I like ask Grian, let's say ask Grian for permission to do something? I thought there was no way to publicly DM him.
Gonna build two statues
that is not
in my world in honor of Fwip, Empire Fwip, and Spider-Man Fwip in honor of the No Way Home trailer
Spider-Man
tomorrow.
Flip. Oh man, we'll see. But Rigatoni, like you're asking there, how would you contact somebody for that permission? That's not their problem to give you an avenue to contact them. That is, if you want to do that, if you want to be creating, like recreating their stuff, that's just because they don't have a way to contact them does not instantly give you permission to use it. That's something you'd have to figure out on yourself. That's something, most have business emails, most have that type of stuff. But that is something that, like, just because you didn't get a response, like there's a lot of people that DM me saying, hey, can I use your stuff? Like, can I repost your video and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, also, if you don't respond, I'm going to assume it's okay. And like, just because I don't respond doesn't mean it's okay. Like, so trying more ask of the business email. Yeah, I mean, technically it is a business thing. Like, it's a business thing. So you would want a business. I saw a creator using a popular YouTuber's name, but posting another popular YouTuber's content on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook doesn't care. Facebook will do anything they can do to get more people on their platform. So they don't care. But it is what it is. Say if people don't respond, assume it's no, always. But so many people assume it's a yes if you don't get a response. They're like, well, you didn't say no, so it's probably fine. Yeah, I refuse to go on Facebook. The only reason I have a Facebook account is I use Facebook Messenger sometimes to talk with friends. My old WoW buddies and I have a Facebook group chat that's been going back for like 7 years. So we use that. I come from performance tier management and production, so I already have kind of etiquette. I know so many people are very... Yeah, the problem is a lot of people that do that type of stuff and reach out for that permission are usually like 12 or 13 years old and they're just like, I like this popular YouTuber, so I'm going to upload their stuff on my channel because it'll make me more famous. WoW is evil now too? Yeah, I don't play WoW anymore. Yeah. It's meta now. Yeah. Well, actually, Facebook still exists. The company that owns Facebook is now called Meta, but Facebook still exists. Could you imagine if they changed the name of Facebook? Do you know how many people would no longer be able to access Facebook because they didn't know that it's now called Meta? Honestly though, if Facebook did that, it would probably solve a lot of problems that Facebook currently has. Could you imagine how many less people that are like, you know, the Facebookers, you know, the stereotypical Facebookers, if the app on their phone was no longer called Facebook, it was now called Meta. How many people would no longer be able to access Facebook? It would solve a lot of problems. I'm just saying. It would keep a lot of people that probably need to turn their Facebook accounts off of Facebook because they wouldn't realize that you can still connect to it, because they'd be like, it's called Meta. I don't like this Meta thing on my phone. I'm gonna delete it. They're not changing it. It's still called Facebook. The company that owns it is now called Metaverse. So I'm just saying, if Meta, good old Marky, wanted to fix some things, he could do that. It would instantly fix so many things. Didn't know it's changed. No, the app itself is not changing, but the company name changed. I've had my art stolen, and the kid who stole it left my signature in the redraw of it, claiming it was theirs. Nice. Nice. I think it is Myanmar, where the internet is just known as Facebook because it was the first exposure to it. I remember hearing that somewhere a long time ago. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. What's going on today? We've been breaking things. A lot of things. I think we're going to finish off this layer here. We went from there down to here. How old am I? I am 27. They have no way of knowing because Facebook is their source of information. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is big profits. Big stonks for a little Marky over there to keep those people in the app. Breaking blocks and stuff. We did some work in the village. We built some trees, built some little decorations, added some lights around the place, and all that cool stuff. Nick Scraft, thank you for the 200 biddies, by the way, my dude. I really appreciate that. How many pillars you've destroyed so far? 2. 2 are completely done. What's the plan for this build? We're creating a nebula. We're gonna transform the entire end, remove the entire island here in the middle, and turn it into a form of like a nebula around the entire place. Meaning I want to create like a solar system, but like not. I want to create like a cosmic storm. So just colors of glass all over the place, lighting it up. We can use glow lichen and torches to get some light in there because from far away you can't see those. What day is it? In game 1739. We've been in the end for a while, so it's 570. I see you. I see you. He got the jokes. They got the jokes. We're just gonna build a giant Gamora in here now.
Thanks a lot.
Hope all is well. I was told how great you are by Havoc Tracks, so here I am. LOL.
Yes, Havoc, please
Hi.
keep spreading the words of how great Flip is. I would appreciate that. And Havoc, keep spreading the words about how amazing I am until we hit 1 million subs on YouTube. That would be awesome. Also, DJ, thank you for the 100 biddies. How you doing? Welcome on in. And there's an ad. We will be removing the end island, yeah. The planet. I want to get these down because then we can use a TNT carpet bomber to delete everything else. That's kind of the plan. That's the plan. What's the sub count at now? It's been since I released that video yesterday where it actually did like a hey, please subscribe. Oh, it's already, oh my god, since I put that video live yesterday, it's already up almost 2,000 subs. Whoo. Are you on Empires right now? Nah, we're in single player world. The single player world. Starting on the end, let's go. Dude, we're like 8 hours into this project. I know last week I only did the one canon stream, I guess you could say, because I didn't stream on Wednesday, so.
Pleased to meet you.
What did you do for work for
Loving
YouTube?
each
I worked
moment
in
I get to catch. Keep it all up, friend.
I worked in IT pretty much. I worked in database management and implementing voice solutions for large companies. Niner, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Loving each moment I get a catch. I appreciate that. Okay, so we bought a Peloton a few weeks ago, which has been great because I've been working out. I got like 6 workouts in the last like 11 days, which I'm pretty proud of. That for me, that's really good. Off of going from like the previous month of having 3 workouts in the entire month, like it's really, really good. So that was fantastic. But from like sitting on the bike seat, it's so sore. My tailbone is just killing me. Hey, we made a good chunk. We start up there, we're down here. That's actually pretty good. But holy cow. Getting a degree in database management? Yeah, Desha, I had a minor in computer science.
Pleased to meet you.
I was a business major in the end. I wanted to be a computer science major, but it's funny enough, as database management, you work mostly in machine code or like SQL. Those are the things that in school I could not grasp my head around. And then, of course, the job that I get involves me using MySQL all day long, so I had to teach myself it. But, you know, that's
sausage
fine.
Man.
Who gets teased more on Empire's Gem or Sausage? Because Sausage also teases Gem, probably Gem. But, you know, it's all in good fun. SQL is literally my job. Yeah, the databases I first managed were actually mostly... it was at Xbox. I worked at Xbox for a solid 8 months. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. It was the worst work experience I've ever had. But regardless, it was a learning experience.
Greetings.
So all that
Happy
stuff
to
aside,
catch another stream. Loved the recent hardcore episode. I want to visit the cat cafe. D.
Cassius, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Wow, that thing's almost full. Look at that. But anyways, what I was going to say is, 1, working there sucked. 2, it was weird because I got hired on as like, I was the lowest tier that you could get hired on at. And then I realized I was the only one in my entire office, besides the most senior manager, that had any background in computer science before working there. I was the only one who knew how to do database management, like protocols and stuff like that. I was the only one who knew how to do any sort of programming out of anybody there. And it was, so I had to do all the tasks of the tier 0, which they hired me on at as a fresh college grad. And then I also had to do all of the tasks that required any amount of scripting or anything like that, because they're like, it's a learning experience for you. And I'm like, you can pay me for it. And they're like, if you do it for 6 months, we'll promote you and then you'll get paid to do it, actually. And I was like, all right, like, I'm bought in. Like, I'd like to get paid more eventually, so that sounds cool. Turns out that was a fat lie, because 6 months roll around. I'm like, hey, I've been doing this job for 6 months of like the tier 2 and I'm still a tier 0. Can I get promoted to tier 2? And the manager straight up was just like, yeah, I don't know you enough to promote you. And I was like, I've worked here for 6 months. That's not my fault. It's not my fault you're never around when I'm on shift, because I was working nights at the time. And then literally when I was already applying for new jobs, because I was kind of expecting that to happen, because she wasn't my favorite person and she didn't like me too much. And anyways, I don't need to bash them too much, but yeah, literally I walked in, I had that conversation on a Thursday, because I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had Friday and Saturday as my weekend, so I'd go in Sunday nights. But I had that conversation on a Thursday morning as I was leaving work to go home and start my weekend. And as I got home and then I went to bed. I woke up that night because I did this weird flip-floppy thing. When I was not working, I went back to days, and then when I was working, I went to being awake at nights. It was awful. Don't recommend it for anybody. But we lived in a studio apartment and had Coda as a puppy, so I had no other options. It's just kind of, you take what you can get. Where is... Anyways, creeper gone. Yeah, so that Friday, I literally got a job offer for the job I ended up taking. So I had the conversation on Thursday, and they were like, yeah, we're not promoting you. And then I walk in that Saturday night. I'm like, literally as I walk in the door, the manager hadn't left yet. And I was like, hey, do you have a second? And she was like, yeah, sure. What's going on? I was like, here's my 2-week notice. And she was like, why are you leaving? How can you do this to us? I was like, you didn't want to promote me. I got another job that promotes me to the role that I wanted to be in. Like, what do you want from me? And from that moment on, she was She hated me for the entire 2 weeks I was there. She made me do all of like the worst tasks the entire time. It was so funny, but I was so proud that I could walk in literally that next work shift and be like, goodbye, you can't do this to me. Like, you can't abuse me. That was still one of my favorite moments. Just seeing the look on her, it's like that moment of like, this person obviously doesn't like you, but they're like abusing their power to like keep you there to do stuff for them. And then you just walk back in, you're just like, no thanks. And they're just like, what? You mean I don't have unending power? It was rough. It was rough for them, but it was great for me. It was great. American work culture is, yeah, American work culture is something else right now. I do appreciate a lot of like the news articles that are coming out now. They're just like, a Florida restaurant did this new study where they started offering people more money for their wages. And wow, their hiring issues disappeared. It's like, no duh. Like, who's telling you that they don't want more money? Of course, you increase the wages so people can actually have a livable wage while they're working. And then you don't have a hiring issue anymore? That makes sense. Wow. Oh my God. Like, sorry, you can't, the business owner can't support the 3 boats and 2 RVs they have anymore because they're not getting paid enough. Paying a livable wage. Who thought of this idea? Who thought of people could have a livable wage while they exist? Don't be silly. Come on now. You're insane. Nobody needs a livable wage. They can have 6 roommates their entire life and be fine if they spend $100 on food per month.
Glad I was able to catch it.
I'm pretty sure if you eat only $1 cup of noodles twice a day, you'll get enough vitamins to survive your entire life. Yeah, that sounds good. So, I'm just saying, stats proven. That new study from McDonald's put out that study of being like, here's what it can actually, like, a real life wage looks like. And they're like, here's $100 for food for a month. And it's like, who's gonna eat up $100 for a month? I spend $100. We spend $100 on groceries, if not more, per week. And we shop at Trader Joe's, which is like the cheapest place to get groceries from. It's funny though. So what height am I? I'm like 6 feet, almost 6'1". Being able to buy food and healthcare, for real. Yeah, they put like healthcare costs as like $150 a month, and I was like, no. No. From somebody who has to buy their own healthcare. No way is that true. But we don't need to talk about all that. We avoid politics in this stream mostly, and all that stuff is turned into politics, so we try to avoid it. Is Pix still live? How long has he been streaming?
Where are you?
Nope, he's still live. Pixarus is still live. We never get a raid Pix. Let's raid Pix. I'm jumping on out of here. Thank you all so very much for hanging today. I know, abrupt end of the stream. I'm shaking the camera apparently, but thank you all so very much for hanging. I do hope you did enjoy today. Maybe a new video tomorrow. We'll probably be streaming Wednesday. Thursday, definitely an Empires video. Friday, no idea. And then probably a hardcore video on Saturday if I can get it done on time. Maybe I will skip the Better Minecraft video tomorrow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You'll see if there's video tomorrow or not. Yeah. You know where to look if there's one. But thank you all so very much for joining. Please jump it down the raid over to Pixarifs. He is absolutely amazing. Our buddy in crime, the Gunpowder Boys on Empires. Thank you all so very much for hanging. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a fantastic one. He's playing some Minecraft bingo today on an off-stream day. But I'm out of here. Thank you all so very much. Peace out. Goodbye.